Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Dope Car Tech, and welcome to this super duper, really cool, really fun to drive, really good looking Raval VZ. As a matter of fact, there's going to be a full review of this car on this channel, so be sure to subscribe to Dope Car Tech and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss the full review coming up. For this Cupra Raval that I have here, it's some of the most fun to drive, some of the most interesting electric vehicle that I have driven and have experienced. And you know how we do it in this nighttime POV. It's going to be a chill approach. And we're going to start with simply the looks of this thing because this is some of the most perfectly proportioned electric vehicles. Honestly, it's visually appealing. There is no angle that you look at this thing and go wrong. The color I have here, it's called manganese matte. And under the right light, you can see how the color just accentuates every angle, every line. Listen, I might be over exaggerating here, but there is no way that this car isn't visually appealing and visually impressive to a boatload of people out there. You have individual LED lights there. If we just unlock the car there, matrix LED light. Just look at how beautiful that light is on the front of this vehicle. It's aggressive in its own way, but then it's very distinctive down the sides. This black mirror here, which is nice. And then, of course, you have the black window sills there. The back also is interesting to look at. I am getting some Italian Alfa Romeo vibes on the rear of this vehicle. Let's just unlock that and you can see the animation it does when you unlock the car. The Cooper logo light lights up there and the light goes across and then this individual triangles lit up there. Isn't that so nice? And then you have the Raval beautiful diffuse. Of course, it's not functional, but it is good to look at. You have green accents, for this VZ that I have here. You have the VZ badge just here. Leave in the comment box below what you think on the looks of this Cupra Raval, because this thing is just visually impressive to look at from all angles. Pop-out door handles. They are both electronic and mechanical at the same time. Look at that. You still have to mechanically pull it open. And then you have the Cupra logo there. That's a really cool logo. 19-inch wheels for this VZ. And I have Bridgestone Potenza tires. This thing is taking performance seriously. Some of the biggest highlights for this vehicle, you have an electronically limited slip differential in front. On this Volkswagen's new MEB Plus platform, the electric motors have been moved from the rear up to the front. Battery size is about 51 kilowatt hour of net battery capacity and a WLTP range of somewhere around 420 kilometers. And here we are, the most interesting place to be in. The best place to be in this Cupra Raval is the front. This is the sports bucket seat. It's optional on this VZ. Very comfortable to sit in. They hug you. Look at the bolsters on this seat. You have your Cupra logo up there. You have interior ambient lighting on the door as usual, and then we have this one that wraps around the dashboard. And I do love, it has it's an interesting interior ambient lighting. It's not just a strip, but it carries over the theme. If I can just focus that, it carries over, the triangular Cupra theme on this ambient lighting. How cool is that? How visually interesting is that? Now you can see you have interior ambient lighting also on the door there. But something specific and something special about it is the interior lighting is not inside the door. As you can see, you have a projector just there. It projects onto the door. I have never seen this. This is so much cool. Look at that. I can have the lights I can just block it off. Also on the passenger side, look, isn't that cool? I'm almost like a child here, I do have interior ambient lighting underneath here. That's good. Even the interior of this car, you can see how nicely designed it is. This steering wheel, you have your traditional steering wheel, flat bottom steering wheel. You have this almost carbon fiber 3D printed material which feels good. It's a very sports car design, like two cup holders, charging pad here. This screen is a new Android based infotainment system. Works better than the previous generation infotainment system UI for the Volkswagen Group. However, a little bit disappointment here. We still have those touch slider controls here where you can use to adjust the temperature, but it's much more better responsive now in this vehicle. The volume controls, you can you can see how responsive that is. That wasn't the case before. It's backlit, which was another big issue. The graphics are nice and super responsive. The UI is good to use. I can swipe down and it has easy shortcuts up there. But let's just go back to the ambient lighting so we can go into the interior light. This is the one that's currently on display. It's called Core, and it animates. It animates. That's cool. And then we can go into liquid, and then it changes. Plasma, we can go into that one. It's really cool, man. The plasma. Let's go into electrified. Oh, okay. That's nice. Different combinations, to make things interesting. Different combination. Of course, you can go into the individual settings and then dial in different color combinations that you want. Look at that. As I'm changing it, the motion of the lights. Oh my goodness, that's impressive. And of course, I can change the top lights there. But yeah, let's just keep it in my favorite, which is Core. Apart from all the interior ambient lighting, the visually impressive design, as good as this car is to look at, as great as this interior is to sit, what stands out for this car is the driving. And that being said, we should hop out on the road and see what this car is to drive. And of course, this is Volkswagen's way. You twist it backwards for reverse, twist it forward for drive. We do have 360-degree camera, and it's good. It's it's soft at night, but it's good and still super responsive. It's quite helpful for tight parking spaces there. I do have a car wash mode. This helps you align your car when you're driving into an automatic car wash. Isn't that cool? I have parking assistant here and all that. But, having a 360-degree camera, if we just pull that up in spaces like this, it's really good. But of course, this car in size at 4,046 millimeters, I mean, navigating parking spaces like this, it's not a hassle. Honestly, it's not a hassle. But on this drive, we will talk about the interesting parts for this Cupra Raval. Let's just turn that off. So we have electronically limited slip differential in front, and I have dynamic chassis control. The steering is perfectly weighted. So yeah, in this POV, in the driving, we'll talk a bit about it, honestly, because it just makes you want to drive this car. I mean, apart from an electric car being, a point A to B tool, it should be able to give you some fun. And that is what this Cupra Raval gives you. Apart from it's just being what? A point A to B tool? Come on. What's life without fun? But yeah, I mean, on the steering wheel here, we have real physical buttons. And yes, it will take you a little while to get used to those buttons because you have arrow combinations on the top and on the bottom. We should just turn off there. You have arrow combination on the top and the bottom, but this bottom part here is for your media, and then the topmost part is for the different views. I have a full map view here. I can pull up a full map view for this instrument cluster, and the Apple CarPlay map can be mirrored here, and so you can have your map inside of here. I can cycle through different views. Of course, I can cycle through the automatic, adaptive cruise control view here. I can go into like, the trip information there. This car, I have been averaging 15.5 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers since I've been daily driving. This car range is not the strongest point for this vehicle, but the fun part, I mean, whipping it through, just whipping it through there, and I can feel the electronically limited sleep differential in front. I can feel it kicking in, but whoa. I mean, first driving this car, let's just first of all, go into my favorite view I can cycle through. This is some of my favorite view. I have somewhat like of an analog kind of, speedo right in front of me. That's cool. And then I can just, decide to choose what I also have to be displayed in the middle, which I just like choose to have for my map. And then I can zoom in on the map with this scroller wheel here. Now, on this part of the steering wheel, buttons for the adaptive cruise control just right here. I do have a scroller wheel for my volume control. And then I can also, just, let's just go. Yes, right there, adaptive cruise control to increase or lower the speed. And then, basically adaptive cruise control stuff. I have my heated steering wheel button just right there. You can never go wrong with buttons. You can never go wrong with buttons. But this VZ is all about the driving, and even in this nighttime, we should experience how good this thing drives. And let's just, like I said, I can change in the driving profile there, and this thing is just so eager to change direction. It's so eager to change direction. Apart from it being punchy, it's nimble. 226 horsepower is a very adequate power for this vehicle. I don't think I need more power. And because we are all used to electric cars being heavy, this one comes in at 1,500 kilos. Of course, yes, it's a small battery of 51 kilowatt hour of battery capacity, but the weight of this vehicle, I mean, of course, when we are in let's just go here and on the screen, on the driving profile, we're in the performance mode. Yeah, like it's eager, like, oh my goodness. It's a tactile driving experience. It carries its weight well. You can go into different drive modes. We have the Cupra drive mode, and when you have that on, whoa, it's almost tail happy, almost, for a front wheel drive. I mean, the engineers have done great work in making an electric car not to be boring. This is a serious car. It's a serious performance car. But let's take it chill now. I mean, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to whack it back into comfort mode. Because yes, in comfort mode, then it's really comfortable. And then it's easy to live with. It drives well. It goes well. And yeah, I mean, this is a fun nighttime POV. That's all I can say on this Cupra Raval Vz. All the details, all the interesting stuff for this electric vehicle would be on the full review. Would also do a charging and a range test on this Cupra Raval. But I mean, if you've stuck with me up till now, thanks for watching. Let's take up the remaining parts of this car in the next video. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.